Hi guys, welcome to Learning Bites. So today in this module we are going to deal with the historical background of the Indian Constitution and Indian polity based on the Indian polity for civil services and other state examinations by M. Lakshmikant sir. So in the first chapter, sir is talking about the historical background, how the constitution came into being, and what was the major historical events behind the formation of the Indian Constitution. In 1600, the British came to India in the form of British East India Company. When they came here, their main intention was to trade with us. But what happened was that when they came here, they came with a charter granted by Queen Elizabeth I, which granted them the sole right to trade with the eastern markets. But that charter could not prevent other European powers from entering into the Indian market. Thus, the Portuguese, the Dutch, the French, everybody came to the Indian market. This created a competition in trade, and in turn, they had to purchase our goods, that is fine quality cotton, silk and spices like pepper, clove, cardamom at high prices. This led to the decline in their profits. So they continuously sank each other's ships, blockaded each other's routes, and this led to fierce battles between these powers. And so trade was carried on with arms, and the trading posts are protected by fortification. The effort to fortify these settlements in turn led to intense conflict between the local rulers of the area, and these fierce battles also cost many of the lives, and they caused loss of property to these local rulers or the local people. So this led to a conflict, and thus the British East India Company found that it is not easy to distinguish trade from politics. Thus it became a necessity for them to enter into the Indian politics. Thus they colonized India, and their career as a territorial power started in 1765 when they got the Diwani of the three states. Diwani of three states, that is Bengal, Bihar and Orissa. And what do we mean by this Diwani? Diwani means it is a right that grants them power to control the civil justice and revenue of a state. And when they got this revenue, they no longer need to ask for the help of this British government. So they can, with the revenue of these three states, they can control their own functions. They can function their own, and they don't want to. They don't need the help of this British rulers. They can establish themselves. And but in 1858, on the wake of the Sepoy Mutiny, we know the popular revolt of 1858, where the Sepoys travelled from all other and entered the India Gate. So that was a very popular revolt. So in this wake of this Sepoy Mutiny, the British Crown assumed a direct control over the governance of India, which continued till 1947 August 15. Only then we was granted independence. When we gained independence, there came the need for a constitution. Constitution was a necessity then, and for that we had formed a Constituent Assembly in 1946. Constituent Assembly in 1946. And it framed a constitution that came into being in 1950, January 26. However, we had framed a constitution. This constitution and polity have some roots in the earlier British rule. This is because there are certain major events that occurred during the formation of this of our constitution, and that some events which had occurred more earlier when the British had been ruling India. So such major importance which had a great influence on our constitution and polity are detailed in this chapter under two major headings: the company rule from 1773 to 1858 and the crown rule from 1858 to 1947. So that's all. Thank you.